So in the past few days, I came across this article talking about Dontayvion Wicks, and there was a really interesting stat shared here, which I want to share with you guys. In Dontayvion Wicks, he was a little bit underrated in the draft. The fact that he fell all the way to the 5th round, and then he came in his first year and really played, I think, even much better than where he got drafted. I saw a redraft done after the season, and I think it was by ESPN. They had said he would probably now be a second-round type pick. So the Packers got a steal in Dontayvion Wicks, but I'm going to share this interesting information here. And so it was put out by acmepackingcompany.com, written by Justice Mosqueda, and here's how it starts. Joseph Ferreira, who has previously worked with an MLB club, Next Gen Stats, and a management firm that represented both players and coaches, recently published some interesting data on what NFL receivers' real 40-yard dash times are based on player tracking data. I'm sure you've heard that a player's 40-yard time doesn't match their on-field speed at some point while following football. His new model attempts to actually quantify that on-field speed for comparison. And so then it says here about Wicks. According to the tracking data in these situations, Green Bay Packers receiver Dontayvion Wicks, who ran a 4.62 40-yard dash at the combine, runs closer to a 4.47 40 on-field. That extra 0.15 seconds may not seem like a lot of time, but it's actually tied for the second largest gap between a player's actual 40-yard dash and projected 40-yard dash using the model among the receivers in the data set. Like Wicks, the Los Angeles Rams' Cooper Kupp also ran a 4.62, but is projected to run an on-field 4.47 based on the model. So if all you did, going into the draft was looking at Dontayvion Wicks' 40 time, it seems that he is actually much faster than that 40-yard dash time would indicate, and he actually runs closer to a 4.47. And then it talks down here about some players, their real on-field time is even worse because, some of them have track backgrounds, which it mentions, and so they sort of know how to get off the blocks, and so they're able to have really nice 40-yard dash times. And so I think 40-yard dash times are important, but you'd assume that NFL teams are, doing the due diligence to try to figure out, is this guy's 40-yard dash time the way he plays on the field? And so I'd assume, they can probably watch Wicks' tape and see, he looks faster than, 4.62. Because 4.62 for a receiver isn't really that fast, but Dontayvion Wicks, I think that we saw in his first year, when it comes to lots of different aspects of his game, he has, crazy good footwork. He's, so open so often. And so the Packers, got a steal in Wicks, and I think we're going to see him take another leap coming into next season, having a full offseason to get better after his first year. I just found that interesting. But if you want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.